Hi, I'm hopped up on goofballs again, so that's why I'm sitting in front of the camera talking about fucking Linux distros. Top 10 most epic, easiest Linux distros of 2018. Top 10 best Linux distros of 2018. No, these are the most zoomiest. What's the fucking word? These are the most zoomer Linux distros. I'm gonna talk about them. First one I want to talk about, Arch. Hey ladies, I use Arch. I was gonna say that Arch is probably the most zoomer distro because everyone who uses Arch, they don't want an operating system that just works. They don't want something that's actually productive. They want to self-indulgently customize their i3 gaps config. Oh yeah, look at those gaps. Yeah, look at those gaps, baby. The only gaps I get off to are thigh gaps. But enough of that. Manjaro, even worse than Arch because it's more accessible. All the newbies can get into Arch and they can get into ricing their i3. Arch comes with a shit ton of bloat. Like, I downloaded Manjaro XFCE and it came with a shit ton of GNOME packages. What's up with that? It also comes with Steam pre-installed and the ISO is 1.9 gigs. Why? You don't need that much shit. I think it came with games too. I don't know. I want to talk about a Linux distro that's mainly used by kids. Well, Linux Mint is Linux for babies. Linux Mint is also for parents. Hey son, can you come here and fix my laptop? It's a little slow. Alright, here's a USB stick with Gen 2 on it. Fix it yourself, old grandpa. Linux Mint. Probably the most accessible Linux distro. Because it just works. A lot of people migrate from Windows to Linux Mint because guess what? It just fucking works. The Cinnamon desktop looks like shit, runs like shit, eats RAM. I don't like it. I don't like Linux Mint. Bad. That's all I have to say about it. Next, Zoomer operating distro. Elementary OS. It's got all the hallmarks. It's got all the bells and whistles of a Zoomer distro. But the fact that they actually bothered to make their own desktop environment, it makes it a little too high effort to put it on my shit tier Linux distros for babies. I mean, it is a Linux distro for babies, but they made their own desktop environment. It's not that low effort. I mean, they still didn't make their own actual operating system. It's still just Ubuntu with a skin. But at least it's not just Ubuntu with an XFCE theme. That would be dumb. Although they do lose points for trying to copy Apple. That's a big no-no. Also, the devs are massive faggots because they think you're stealing if you download their ISO without donating. You didn't even make the OS. Get off your high horse. All you made was a shitty desktop environment. At least it isn't GNOME, though. That's all I gotta say about it. Zorin. Fucking Zorin. Hey, speaking of shitty devs, the Zorin OS guys charge money for their distro. There's a free version, and I think there's a $15 version, which comes with an extra preset for their desktop environment, which I think is just a fork of GNOME. And it also comes with like 25 open source games. That's a great value. $15. You get a GNOME Rice, and you get open source games. You're paying more money so you can spend more time updating all the fucking bloat that it comes with. They prey on Windows retards who think an OS should cost money. They even went as far as to copy the look of Windows. The devs are probably street shitters. I didn't write that. I didn't fucking write that. How'd that get in there? I didn't write that. Oh yeah, the look. They're really trying to copy Windows 10. It's like a mix of Windows 10 and some shitty Android desktop. I can't get into it. MX Linux. Honestly, I don't even know anything about MX Linux. What is it? It's like it's Debian with extra bloat installed. Stop trying to copy Ubuntu and make a real OS. That's literally all Ubuntu is. It's just Debian with a bunch of extra shit that nobody wants. And it's like Debian, but you get XFCE, and it's like the bar is on the side for some reason. It looks dumb. Their logo is dumb. Oh, you get Conky. It comes with Conky by default. Thank God. I always spend hours just staring at my desktop. I never have any applications open. I just stare at my fucking desktop, reading my CPU temps. I'll get to that one later. Kali Linux. Everybody jokes on Kali Linux. Everyone knows it's Linux for script kiddies who want to play hacker. But does anybody actually use Kali Linux for its intended purpose? Like, what is it? Like stress testing security or something? If you installed this distro because you want to impress your 9th grade class, just go back to Windows. I'm sure your autistic friends would be just as impressed if you typed dir into the command line. Wow, you know sudo install cmatrix. Wow, kid. Wow. Kali Linux. What else is there to say about it? Classic distro. And last distro on my Zoomer list, fucking Pop OS. God, I don't know why everyone goes fucking apeshit over Pop OS. Whoa, dude, System 76 Pop OS. Whoa, it's literally just Ubuntu with some with a theme. They don't even change the stock desktop environment. It's just GNOME 3. It's the same as Ubuntu, but with a shittier looking theme and Steam pre-installed. Wow, it comes with Steam and NVIDIA drivers. Wow. Like, everyone makes fun of Hannah Montana Linux, but, at least Hannah Montana Linux tries to be funny. Because it's literally just Ubuntu with a shitty theme and some applications pre-installed. That could be, the exact same thing can be said for Pop OS. It just comes with Steam, NVIDIA drivers, some other shitty apps. Also, can we stop calling packages apps? The word program has been replaced with apps by Zoomers, and I don't like it. But back on track. It's Pop OS is unironic Zoomer gamer trash, as opposed to the Chad. The Chad Hannah Montana Linux. Pop OS is fucking poop OS, more like it. It feels like any company can just throw a shitty theme on Ubuntu and slap a generic blank OS name onto it. And you think I'm joking? You think I'm joking about a themed Ubuntu with blank OS? I got a list. Elementary OS, Zorin OS, Pop OS, Peppermint OS, Steam OS, Farron OS, Chrome OS, which actually used to be based on Ubuntu, but nowadays it's based on Gen 2. Huh? I bet you didn't know that. Hey, speaking of Gen 2, install Gen 2, faggot. Get yourself a real man's operating system. Stop messing around in Ubuntu. That's for fucking babies. You don't need that shit. So anyways, there's my Zoomer distros. What do you think? Do you have a distro that you hate even more than Pop OS? You might hate Manjaro the most. Manjaro is pretty close for me because of how just fucking broken. Like, it comes with I think it comes with Pamek by default, and it comes with Yaourt instead of Yay. Hey, did you know that Yaourt is French for yogurt? It comes with Yaourt instead of Yay, and it comes with Steam. It's crazy how bloated Manjaro is. Manjaro. Also, let's just go on a really quick tangent. I love the way some people pronounce Ubuntu. Like people say Ubuntu, Ubuntu, Ubuntu. I've heard people say Ubuntu. It's so fucking stupid. Anyways, what do you think about my Zoomer list? What's your opinion? What are your Zoomer distros? Please leave a comment. I'm lonely. I'm really, really lonely. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm really, really, really tired.